Okay, so welcome to our today's class. We are going to that is do installation of our that is Tableau. Okay, so of course Tableau is a software for data visualization, as we discussed. Okay, um, it's, let's say, almost the same to that is Power BI. They are both business intelligence tools. Okay. Yes. So Kevin will share the screen so that I may guide you through the installation. Okay. So since I've already installed it on my side, so we are going to use your screen for today to record that is the installation, Kelvin. So,
So,
okay, yeah, your screen is visible. So what we need to do is right click on the software, and then you will install it as a administrator.
step. Okay. Let me just cancel here.
Okay, so in this case, you will have now to, I have read and you accept the terms of the license. Yes,
Okay.
you have to check. Then you'll need to now to install.
Install.
Click install.
Okay, sir.
So it is a very, that is, let me say, light application when it comes to installation, because the next 1 minute it will already be ready for launch. Okay, all right.
Okay, sir.
Maybe as it installs, I can just quickly introduce what Tableau is. Okay, you can just keep your screen, don't worry,
Okay, okay.
Kevin, so that we may
Okay,
see
sir.
the progress. So basically, when we talk about Tableau, as I had said, it is a business intelligence tool, as we saw Power BI. Okay, and majorly they are used for data visualization. Okay, they are both used for data visualization. So we will use Tableau to that is analyze data and also present data in visual and also interactive, let's say, dashboards. Okay. Yes. So we will use it for data visualization. Okay. We have very, let's say, key. Okay. I can see that is it's already done. So you will need to restart for you to complete the installation. So just click restart.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, for you to complete that is the installation. Okay. Yes, good. So when it comes to that is its features, we have its features like also we add in Power BI. Okay, we can do data connection. We can get data from that is different sources. We can get data from a SharePoint. We can get data from a G Drive. We can get data from an Excel, data from PDFs. Okay. We can also get data from CSV. Okay. All those different data sources. Okay. Yes, so we can connect many data sets, okay, sorry, data sources as possible. Excel, SQL databases, big data, cloud services. So those are some, okay, those are some of the that is data sources we can have, okay. Then we have the drag and drop interface. The way we saw in Power BI, majorly when we were creating charts, we were doing what? We were dragging and dropping. We were dragging and dropping, and then editing, okay, our that is our data. Okay, that's what we were using. Okay, all that's what we were doing. Okay, yes, allow me to share my screen. Okay, even though I haven't prepared the notes for that is Tableau. Okay, so okay, so but I will prepare some and then share with you. Okay. Yes. Then we've said we have the drag and drop interface. Okay. When we talk about drag and drop interface, basically it's the same thing we did when we were using Power BI. Okay. So for Power BI, we were dragging the chart, and then we were also dragging the fields which we needed. Okay. Yes. Then we also have that is interactive dashboards. We can as well create interactive dashboards. That is if you want. Okay. Yes, you can create interactive dashboards if you want. Okay. Yes. What else? Maybe we have real-time analysis. Okay, it supports live connection of data. So, meaning the data will be updating itself, let's say automatically. Okay, let's say for example, if you have a channel which is getting data that is on that is just a minute. Okay, if you have, let's say, I would love to close this and open a new one. Yeah, I don't want that class. I'll delete it. Okay, so like for example, if you have a live, like maybe you want to do a live analysis of your maybe Twitter account. Okay, so the way people are commenting, the number of positive comments, the number of negative comments, as people do what comment, okay, you can get that real-time analysis. Okay, if already you have created that model. Okay, yes, you can always do that. Okay, so if you open Tableau, this is our very first interface. Okay, so this is our very first interface. Then we have also some that is a series of videos on how you that is to get started with Tableau Public. So when we talk about Tableau Public, basically it is a desktop. Okay, if possible, you'll see it's a Tableau desktop. If you can see, I don't know. Let me try to search Tableau. maybe it's not showing it, but basically it's a desktop version. Okay, yes, meaning it's not an online version, it's an application on the desktop. Okay. Yes. So if you click get started, you can get introductory, that is videos, which can show you basically how some of the Tableau, that is features. Okay, so like for example, if you want resources or some quick videos to quickly guide you, you can come to resources, then get started. Okay, if you click get started, we have live sessions. Okay, and we have maybe it should be some videos. Let's try to recheck on the same. Okay, sorry. Okay, we have. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have some that is quick. That is recordings. Okay. Learning resource. It can be a win. That is a webinar, white papers, articles, free training videos. Okay. Let's try to see. Yeah, free training videos. Here we have, okay, that is the creator. You can see up to admin. Okay, like for example, under getting started, we have 9 videos, and from the 9 videos, you can get what, 1 minute video. That is a class. This is just a resource which can help you learn. Okay, and then you
Welcome
can
to this
come and do what?
introductory
You
video
can come
series on
and
web authoring in
go
Tableau
through it.
Online.
Okay, this
In this
is
video
majorly
series,
if
you will
you are
learn how to create the
let's
Executive
say
Overview
completely new,
interactive
or
dashboard
you
shown
just
here.
want to have a quick watch, a quick that is overview. Also, if you come to connecting data, you can as well do what, you can as well see how Tableau works when it comes to what, connecting data. These are very useful,
You create
that
tabs
is
to connect to
tutorials.
data sources
Okay,
on
you can see
to bench where you
more
save
so when
data.
it comes
The
to
left, if you make a
that is
data grid, as the data
Tableau.
graphic roll
Okay,
to the right of
you
it
can do what,
appears.
you can as well
Relationships
go
define
through
how
all this.
tables relate to one
Also, you
another.
can see
Relationships dynamically
the tutorials are step by step. Okay, and they will guide you till maybe you create a dashboard like this. Okay, it's a basic one, but it will guide you. You will have
create
learned
a
something.
dashboard so you can
Okay,
see and
so
interact
I
with
would
all your
advise
views
you
in
to
one
go and
place.
maybe
Choose from the many dashboards.
learn about that is about it, and then if you want, you can still that is do what we call that is e-learning. You can go to Tableau e-learning, but for e-learning now, the problem is you will have to pay. Okay, but no need, because I'm there to guide you. Okay, yeah. So basically, you can see we have all these interfaces and also more resources. You also have the community which you can connect with. Okay, and learn more and also ask questions about Tableau. Okay. Also, you can see others people, that is other people work. Okay, that is on Tableau, by looking at their that is their dashboards which they might have created. Okay, yes, just want to open some of the dashboards. Yeah, like you can see, we have these dashboards. Okay, these are some of the dashboards. Like for example, we want to see that is a data farm, that roundup in August. This kind of a competition. Okay, which was happening, and you can see these data analysts from US, okay, created this dashboard, okay, to show how US electricity capacity, like to show electricity capacity by source. You can see these are the same graphs you can remember we created that is on Power BI. Okay, yes, and you can even go through that is the is dashboard. Okay, to see that is what kind of data. Okay, you can get. All right. Yes, we will see how we can publish also our that is our tablet to community, and then how we can share each other's work and have views. Okay. Yeah, so this is what you can. Also, we have plenty of data sets. Like, for example, if you come to Tableau and then explore sample data sets, we have a very large that is set of data sets. Like you can see, if we need superstore cells, we have the data set here. If you want that is all these employment changes in Great Britain industry, or that for entertainment, if you want Netflix movies and TV shows data set, we have this. You can also get it from Cargo. Okay, if you want sports fever, you can as well get data from here or download it from Data World. Okay. Yes. If you want all this kind of data, Airbnb listing in New York, you can as well get the data. Education, okay, in terms of donation or research, you can as well get it. Government data also you can get it from here. So science like carbon emission, okay, that is in different parts of the country or lantern, so you can as well get the data from here. Earthquake and its magnitude, lifestyle like Titanic data, all that. Okay, yes, you can even healthy data, you can get all data from here, and we also have other sources of data. Okay, so meaning you can get everything from this. Okay, you can also read blogs, all that, if you want to learn more about Tableau. Okay, all right. So once let's come now to Tableau, that is interface. We've already introduced Tableau. Okay, we've said that Tableau is a business intelligence tool which is used for data visualization. Okay, you can use it to analyze, interpret, present data in dashboards, charts, maps, and graphs, as we also defined. That is Power BI. And we talked about the features. And the first feature was connect data source or data connection. So you can see we have very many that is data sources which you can connect. You can connect from Microsoft Excel. You can connect a text file or a CSV file, a JSON file, Microsoft Access. This is a Microsoft database. Okay, yeah, that is access. I know for those for the people who did that is packages back in campus, they already know when we talk about Microsoft Access what we are talking about. Okay, or what we are talking of. Okay, yes, good. Now, um, we can as well connect data. We can as well connect data from a PDF file. Okay, I know we will also come to see how we can extract data from a PDF. Okay, then we have spatial file. Okay, and then spatial file basically it's a file which has let's say your longitudes, latitudes, like you want to do some maps, you have data with latitude and longitudes. Then we have statistical files. You can as well connect to that is servers. You can connect to a Google G Drive, meaning you are having a link to a folder or to a that is a spreadsheet which you've saved in Google, or let's say even in a SharePoint. Then we have that is our data, and then we have web connector. Like for example, if we have a table, like for example, the way we usually have Yahoo, okay, the way we usually have Yahoo, that is Yahoo. Let me try and check. Like we have what? We usually have finance data from Yahoo Finance. Okay, let's get, sorry. Okay, let's say we have Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance. That is historical data. Okay, so like for example, if we come to Yahoo Finance, let's try and see if we have a table here, like this table. If we want this table, okay, if we want this table, we can do what? We can get this that is the data from this table, okay. We can get data from this table, okay. If possible, we will also work with it, and I will show you how we can get that data, okay. Yes. So we have all these different that is data that like data connectors. Okay. Yes. Let's try maybe with one of our data, like the Adidas data. Okay. We'll just use the same data set. Let's say we have the Adidas data which we had. We can do what? We can load it from here. Okay. So if I load it, you'll give it some time to do the query, and then once I load it, you'll be able to see the data set here. Okay, so you can see our data set has loaded. So it has opened a new interface which basically shows the data source. Okay, so all the data sources which we are going to add, they will just come here. Okay, we'll have them here. Okay, and then if you click our data source, okay, you can see we have the different that is let me just enlarge this. So you can see these are some of our that is data or variables we had, okay, in our data. So you can view it here, and you can see also the number of rows we have from this data. Okay. Yes. So basically that's how we load that is data in what? In Tableau. Okay. If you want, you can add a new data. Okay. We can add a new data. So in this case, I can still add a Microsoft data, and then add what? The customer master. So if I open, you can see now we have two connections of data sets here. We have the what? We have the sales data, and then we have the customer data. Okay. If you want also to, we had a flat file, if you remember, and our flat file was the invoice data. So meaning it was in CSV or text format. So if we open this, that is now if we want to connect with a text file, then we can come and do what? Click connect. Okay, and once we click connect, you'll be able to see also what our basically our data. Okay, you can see now we have our different data sets. Okay, yes, good. I hope that's cool. I hope that's good. Okay, yes. So let's assume maybe we want okay, let me remove this first here. So let's say maybe we want to create a connection, a relationship. Just want to show you the way we created relationships using joins, the way we created relationships also in Power BI. We can as well create relationship in what? In Tableau. That is creating multiple connection. Like for example, we know the customer data and the invoice data, they are what? They have some common that is columns. The customer ID. Like for example, if we pull, okay, just a minute, edit connection. Don't know why it's not picking it up here. Just want to drag it. Oops, it's loading. It is really responding slowly. So, like for example, if we want to, don't know why it's not taking it here. Yeah, it's taking a lot of time. Okay, let's give it some time. Let's not rush it. So, like for example, if we take customer data here, okay, we will be able to see what? We'll be able to see the customer data we have. Okay, under invoice, we can as well connect that is our what? Our invoice data. Okay, our invoice data here, because we have, you can see here we have our invoice data. If we drag it here, we can create what? We can create a relationship. Okay, the relationship, let's see if it will create a relationship. Can see the in that is the relationship master customer invoice can't be automatically created. That is created. Edit the relationship to select the matching field. So here it failed to get a relationship immediately. Okay, so that's why it is telling me to define the relationship by myself. Okay, so to define the relationship by myself, I'll just come here and then you can do what? You can create that is relationships. Okay, we can create relationships, but I know let me try and check. Okay, okay, maybe we can just wait and then I'll come to create a relationship. I don't know why it's giving us okay, let's give it some time. Data interpreter. Let's give it some time to Okay, so let me try to take, what is the name of that table? Let me try and check. These two tables must have a relationship. We saw it yesterday in Power BI. I don't know why Tableau is not establishing a relationship. Oh, I know. It is taking much time because you can remember this file that is it had carried around 200,000 rows of data. That's why maybe it's also loading slowly. Okay. But as it loads, I can show you, we can continue with other interface. Okay. Yes, as we wait it for it to load. So we'll go to now open what we call that is worksheets. Okay. Unlike okay, in Power BI they were called pages, right? You remember we created, if possible, I can open Power BI here to show us that is the difference. Okay. If you can remember in Power BI, we were talking about that is pages, page one, page two. Okay, we created that is a dashboard in page one. We also created another dashboard in page two, right? Yes. So in Tableau, we call them sheets. Okay, we call them sheets. So I don't want to open the yesterday's report because it will take much of time loading the model. So what I mean is we add a page here, we also add a page here. Okay. Here we had two major layout view. We had that is desktop and we had mobile layout. Okay, so in Tableau we also have all those layouts. Okay, but when it comes to the layouts, we have so many layouts. Tablet layout, we have iPhone layout, we have Android layout, we have a laptop and also desktop layout. Okay, basically we are having very many layouts. Okay, yes. So I guess now the data has been completely that is merged. Okay, yeah, but still loading, still loading. It's a big file. It was a big file. Anyway, we can continue maybe with our that is our interface, so that I can basically introduce the interface, the Tableau interface to you. Okay, so we have now sheets here. Power BI, we had what? We had pages. Okay, we had pages. Here we have what? We have sheets. Now, this sheet is for creating only one graph. You create another graph in the second sheet, okay, and then you will come to combine all sheets to create what you can see, a dashboard. Like for example, if I add another sheet right now under the that is the not story, sorry, I opened story, should not be story. We have a dashboard. So if I click dashboard, you can see we have what? The two sheets which you've created. Okay. If I had a that sheet and then come to dashboard, you'll see that sheet here. So we usually use these sheets to create like one chart. Okay. You'll only create one chart here and then create the second chart on the second sheet. Create that chart on the third sheet, okay? And then later you'll come to combine all those sheets in what? In a dashboard, okay? And then you can create something we call storytelling, and then you can that is have your dashboard, okay? Good. Now, when it comes to Power BI, Tableau, we have how many icons? I left. They were around 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are 11 icons. Okay. The 11th one is for help. If at all you want to collaborate with the community. Okay. We we have the file, okay. Under the file we can always save our work, okay. We can always save our work. From here we can still open that is reopen the Tableau public. Then we have data. Under data, you can as well add a new that is data source. Like for example, if I click new data source, okay, you can see it is bringing me to this interface to add another data source. Okay, if you want as well, we have an icon here which also helps us to do what? To quickly that is bring this data source connector. Okay, all right. Then you can as well paste that is data, whatever you want. Then we have sheets. Okay, you can add a sheet from here. You can as well add a worksheet from here. Okay, yes. Then for dashboard, you can as well add a dashboard from here. You can as well add a dashboard from here. Okay, storytelling, you can as well add a new story from here, or you can add a new story from here. Okay, then when it comes to analysis, or if you want to do your calculations, the way we did some DAX yesterday, the way we created measures in that is in Power BI, okay, the same way you can create measures in Tableau. Okay, you can as well create measures in Tableau. Okay, yes. So basically, you can come maybe create a calculated field. If you want to create a calculated field, you can just come here and create it and say maybe you want this to be let's say total sales. Okay, you can have it as total sales. Oops, I don't know which link I copied here. Let's say we have it as total sales. Let me copy as, okay, total sales, total sales. You can create total sales, okay, meaning we have a column for sales here. So if you want, you can just come here and say equal to sum, okay. We'll come to sum, then we'll go to sales, and then we'll sum sales here. Okay, then you can see we have some calculation errors. I guess the calculation errors is because we've not defined what maybe column we need to what to use. Okay, and then with this you could just come and calculate or apply. Okay, and it will calculate what that is total sales. You can see it has been calculated here. Okay, Yes. So we'll come to see also how we can do those calculations. That is under analysis. Okay. We can as well have totals, grand totals. We can also have aggregate measures, totals, percentages of the table, all that. Okay. Yes. Then we can as well have maps. Okay, if you want dark, normal, or that satellite map, whatever you want. Okay, then we have what format. Okay, you can format, align borders, or everything you want. Okay, then we have server and we have window, basically to show you whatever you have on the windows. You can see we have how many sheets, 3 sheets and one dashboard opened. Okay. Yes, and then we have help if you want to communicate with outside community. Okay, the same thing can be added here. You can save. Here it's a button for saving. Okay, if you want to save online, you can save online. I'll come to show you how we will create that is an online that is so that you can be saving your work online. Sorry, you'll need to come and create an account with Tableau. It's a free one, and then we'll be able to save our work online and also be able to view your work online. Okay. Yes. Then we have the standard, the different of modes here. We have the standard mode. We have height fixed. Okay, this is for this part. You can as well have entire view. Okay, we have all these views. Okay, all right. Then we have our data where we have our tables. Okay, you can see we have all our tables here. We have data for the that is for the invoice data. We also have master data. Okay, for this I can just decide to that is to remove them. Okay, from here, so you can see eventually this data loaded. Okay, it is loaded. Okay, so but for now I don't want to have them here. I want to have what? I want to have the Adidas cells. So to have the Adidas cells, you can just drag it here. Okay, I'll just click it here and then drag it here. And then if I go now to sheet 1, okay, I will only be able to see that is data for what do we call data for Adidas cells. Okay, so if you want to see your data tables here, you will have to load your data here. Okay, that's something important to note. Okay, good. Now after that we have what? We have our graphs. Where do I know maybe you are asking where do we see our graphs? I can see that is the icon where we'll be having graphs. If you want graphs, you'll now come here. Show me. Okay, so you can see we have now the different types of graphs. Now the only issue with Tableau, we are limited with what? With the types of graphs. Okay, but you can always source different types of graphs online if you want. Okay, you can always download templates online for different that is charts if you want. Okay, all right, good. Any question up to that point? Any question up to that point? Maybe if you have a question, let me know. Any question so far? Before we can maybe try and create one. that is what do we call a chart. Okay, if we are together up to that point, thumbs up then. Evelyn's Faith, we are good. Victor, not okay. Good, good, good. Impressive. Okay, yeah, that's why I usually say it's so easy. Okay, it's all easy when it comes to um, just a minute. Okay, good. Now, let's create one of our graphs and try to see. We'll try to create that is one like the one we created in Power BI. Okay. Yes. Now we have our cells here. Okay. We have our cells here. We have that is the date. I guess we have the date. Okay. This is the date. From the date you can as well create. From the date you can as well create what we call let's say another measure. Like I remember we created some measures that is in the other what in the other table, whereby we created a measure basically to check on the what to calculate months, right, in order for us to that is have month out that is from the what from the invoice date. Okay, if you can remember, don't know if you can remember, we created that is a data which was showing us that is the week number, sorry, which showed us the month, the date, all that. Okay, you can as well create that is a measure if you want, but I will come to show you how we will create that measure. Okay, if you don't want to create the measure, you can always do what there is a shortcut or there is a way that this can really do what? This can really group your dates for you. Okay, it can group dates for you. Like for example, let's try and look at the invoice date. Okay, so if you come to the data source and then view the what, we have the invoice date. We only have day, month, year. We have a date. Okay, so if you want to pull maybe here, it will give you an hierarchy. We usually call it date hierarchy. Okay, it will show you year, it will show you month, and it will show you day. Okay, if you want. So that hierarchy, this is how it works. So you'll just need to drag that is the invoice date on this area. So like for example, if I drag the invoice date here, okay, you can see what? You can see now we have the data in terms of what? In terms of the years. Okay, if you hover around, you can as well extend maybe to see that is just, you'll see two arrows here, okay, in between. It was like this. So if you come this way in between, okay, you can see what? You can see that arrow which will help you to expand. Okay, so in this case, we have what? We have the year. Then if you come close to the title, you'll see another what? Plus, like you can expand. to quarter. Okay, and then from quarter you can as well expand to that is to the month, and if you want you can expand to daily. Okay, that's what we call hierarchy, and you can always do what, change it. Okay, for now we need to do what, we need the that is let's say total cells. Okay, we have cells. Did we have cells? We had price, that is unit sold. We had what? We had unit swords, we had operating, we did not have total sales. Okay? We did not have total sales. Meaning now we will have to create, will this one you cannot, it's not like a date, it will create an hierarchy for you. Okay? This one we will have now to use formula to calculate the total sales. And to do so, we are going to do what? To use that is we are going to calculate a field. So we'll come, maybe we want to use total, that is unit sold, and the price per unit. So we will create that is a measure from those two columns. So we'll come here, you can come here, okay, and then go to create, or you can just come to analysis and then do what? We have create a calculated that is field. In this case, we want what? We want total, okay? We want total sales, okay? We want total sales, and the total sales will be given by, okay? The total sales will be given by unit sold, okay, will be given by unit sold multiply by, okay, by what? Price per unit. So price per what will be calculated by price per unit. Okay, you can see the calculation contains error. I don't know which error we are having. Oh, we used equal. We should not use equal. We just need to write the formula. Okay? We just need to write the formula. No equal. That's why if I added equal, it gave me an error, and you can see syntax error. Maybe you are missing an identifier. But for my case, I knew where the error it was. You can see we have this. So I just needed to do what? To remove it. And you can see now my formula is what? Is valid. And then I can click what? Apply. Okay. And then okay. And you can see here now we have a column known as that is total sales. Then I'll click OK, and you can see now total sales here. Okay, so if I want total cells, I'll just drag it to the columns, or I can just drag it here. So if I drag it here, you can see now we have what? We have all our cells for the month of for the year 2020 and for the year 2021. We have our total cells. You can as well expand if you want. Okay, just expand here if you want, that is to visualize your data. Okay, so you can see here we have now our data. Okay, if you want maybe to reduce it from month to quarterly, you can reduce it. Okay, if you want to reduce it from quarterly to yearly, sorry, from quarterly to yearly, you can have it in what? In quarterly and yearly. You can always expand it out. Okay? Yes. What about if you want to, that is, show it in a what? In a graph. Okay? You'll just need to come to the graph. Okay? Right now we are showing in form of a text table. Okay, this is a text table. Like for example, if you see, you can see we have this data in now like in a table format, but arranged horizontally. Okay. If you want, maybe you can have it in that is line chart. Okay. For the line graph, you can see we have that is the line graph, and you can always expand or minimize. Okay, you can see this is per that is per year. Okay, if you want to expand, you can expand per quarter. If you want to expand further, you can expand per what? Per month. Okay, if you want to expand further, you can expand it per what? Per day. Okay, so you can see now the trend when it comes to your cells. Okay, so I'll keep it per month. Okay, and then if you want, you can change it to a what? To an area chart if you want. Okay, you remember we had that is an area chart. That is lastly. Okay, so you can do what? You can as well keep an area chart. Okay, if you want maybe to do color, you can always drag maybe the fields you want to the color. If it is the cells, the total cells, you can drag it to the color. Okay, it is loading, and you can see now the change. The color is what? The color is changing of the color of the table is what? It's changing. Okay, if you want to add the labels, you can as well drag, then bring it to the labels. So under labels, we are having our data what? Our data points or our data labels. Okay. If you want, you can always remove it by clicking remove. You can always remove it by clicking remove. Okay. You can as well bring it to details if you want to have that is details, meaning if you hover around, you'll see now that is the details of the table. Okay. Yes. So it's upon you. Okay, it's upon you. That is whichever way you want. That is your data to look like. You can always have it. Okay. Yes, you can as well add what we call filters if you want to filter by region. Let's try. Now, if you want filters, you'll have to come get that is your filter from here and take it here to filters. Okay, so once you have it, this is how you can do it. You can have a word chart, you can have that is all that or general. I want to apply this. I want this. Okay, so I can do what? I can just apply this. Okay, yes, I will have it. Okay, sorry, and then click OK. Don't know what just happened. Okay, let me try to undo. Okay, we can always undo by Control Z. Okay, that way. And then I'm going to do a filter. Then if you want, you can do a filter. You can select all. You can as well do what? You can as well unselect all, and then maybe select that is it a Midwest? Okay, then click OK. Okay, so if we filter with Midwest, you can see this is our data. If you want, you can show the filter. Okay, after you've applied the filter, if you want, you can do what? You can show the filter. So if you click show filter, it will come here. Okay, it will come here, and you can always that is adjust your that is your graph. Okay, If you want to everything to disappear, you can have it this way. Okay, or you can select all or remove all. Okay, let me repeat that maybe if you've not seen. Let me remove this just a minute. Want to remove it. So I was talking about filter, so I can remove the filter from here. In case I want to add a filter in Power BI, we were calling them slicers, if you can remember. Okay, we were calling them slicers. But now in Tableau, we are calling them filters as the way we call them in Excel. So for filter, you'll drag it to, let's say if it is region, you'll come get your filter to the region. Okay, once you do, you take your filter to the filter region this way. Okay, you can select any and then just click OK. So once you click OK, you'll have now your filter here. If you don't want to bring it on your chart, you can always be editing it from here. Okay, you can always be editing it from here. Okay, if you want to make it clear and show it here, you can always show filter. So if you show filter, your filters will be available here. If you also want to do another filter, maybe of the retailer, you'll have to drag it and bring it under retailers, and then you can apply it. If you want, you can as well show it. And we will also have filters for retailer and what? We'll have a filter for retailer, and we'll also have a filter for that is for region. Okay, the way we were doing that is the slicers. Okay, in Power BI, you can always change the chart. Okay, to the type you want from this area. Okay, you can always change it to whatever graph you want. Okay, from this area, and you'll mostly realize that here that is the graphs. You can see if you want the that is the bar graph. If you want these also kind of graph. Okay, if you want also this kind of graph, if you want, don't think if map will work because we don't have what? We don't have regions. Okay? If you want this summary, if you want this summary, if you want this summary, okay? It depends with you. For now, the area chart or line chart would be the best to present our data. Then you can as well bring your data to what? To the that is to the label, so that it can be labeled along. That is our along our that is a line chart. Okay. Yes, and you can always change it. That is its measure if you want. If you want maybe it to be sum, if you want to be a count, you can change it to count. Okay, maybe if you want to look at the total sales, maybe in December in of 2019, in June of 2019, you can always have it here. Okay. Yes, you can always also create that is what do we call title. You can always create titles here. Like we can say call it number of what? We can call it number of cells per month. Number of cells per what? Per month. And then you can always center it. You can always change the color. Okay, you can always change the color to whatever you want. You can always border. Okay, change color. Okay, you can always what change the font. Okay, if you want, you can always change the font from this part. See, is it comic? I don't know if we have it here. Yeah, we have Comic Sans. That way you can always also click OK and you can see you have what? You have your chat name. If you want to remove the arrows, you can always remove the arrows. You can always remove the arrows, no harm. And then click OK. You'll have your chat. Okay, so this is showing now the count for what? For our cells. Okay, if you want to, maybe we can say number of cells. We can name this number of cells. Number of cells. Tableau is it's same as Power BI, very easy because we can even finish all these in one class. Okay, you can finish all everything in one class. Okay, it's just because I don't want to rush everything because we still have tomorrow and most probably next week we will that is a complete Tableau because nothing else you need to do here. It's just on what? On the that is creating the charts. So I just want to show you how you can create the charts and then dashboards by tomorrow. Okay, and then from there we'll come to see how can we also load data from PDF. How can we still also load data from website, data from Google Drive? Okay, yes, all that. And then when it comes to creating of charts, it's constant, provided you are using what? You are using this part. This is the only part provided you can create a measure. Okay, yes, that's what really matters. Also, when it comes to maybe another table, you want also to see your cells. Okay, you want to see your cells in a table, let's say per region, all right, or per month. Cells, it's cells per what? We had some questions for Power BI. Let me check. Oh, I can't open the other one. I shared a series of questions. Um, let's try maybe see that is different KPIs or different performance per what? Per state. Okay, per state. So this now will give us what? A map. If you remember, we created a map. And then under map, we also created what? That is, we want cells. Let's keep cells. Yeah, under color. Okay, let me try this. We want what? Total cells on what? On label and also total cells on the details, total cells on the size. Don't know why it's not picking. we need what? The state. This one, does it have names? Yes, we have the names. Just a minute. Just want to remove this. And no, I want first of all a table. Mhm. Let's come to we had invoice date. Yes, let's come to invoice date first, so that we may create first of all a table which will show us the data. Okay, per month. All right, and then we need what? The total sales. Maybe we need what? The operating profit. The operating profit. We also need mhm, we also need what? Operating profit. We kept it as an average. So if you want to change the what? The measure from sum to average, you'll need to come here. Okay, come to this and then go to measure and then change it to average, and it will change to average. We'll also need what? Sales. Okay, so total sales, we need it as a total. We can always change the what? Oops, I need it above. Okay, I need it above total sales. I need it under labels that way. Oh, but this is as now. Okay, let me show you. Let me just remove this. Okay, we need sales. We use total sales, and we need what? Operating profit. Okay, we can have operating profit as average. What else? We can have profit margin. Okay, we can have profit margin. We have operating profit margin. We want it what? As average. Okay, and then we'll also keep it as a percentage. So we want it as average, and then we have what? Average. Then we need to format it as a percentage. Okay, that way. But don't worry, I'll come to show you how to do that. So I just wanted to show you how we can create a table, and then tomorrow we'll come to show you. Okay, like if you want to do any formatting in terms of your data, like operating profit, it's a number, but we need it maybe in currency. Operating profit margin, it's a percentage. That's why we've came here to, that is operating margin, and then we did what? We clicked format, and it gave this that is part 2 to format it. Okay, if we want maybe operating to format it to let's say currency, you'll just come to format, and then you'll go to the currency, and then you can now choose the currency you want. Okay, you can choose the currency if you want. If you want that is in US dollars, you can have it in US dollars. If you want it in Kenyan shillings, you can have it in Kenyan shillings. Okay, as well. If you also want to have the total, you can still come format it to that is currency or currency status, and then we have different currencies here. Okay, so if you want it in US dollars, you can as well have it in US dollars. Okay, we have English what? English Kenya, or whatever you want. If you want it in Kenyan shillings, again, we can still have it in Kenyan shillings. Okay, then you can see now we have this is just a table summarizing all these kind of data. Okay, so if we come to that is dashboard, okay, you'll be able to see that is those sheets which we have seen. Okay, you'll see the sheets which you've created. Okay, so if you want to create the dashboard, you just click the what the that is the sheet you want, drag it and minimize it, or design it the way you want. Okay, if you also want the second table to have it, you can as well come and have it. But I will come to show you how we can do what, how we can that is create what this dashboard, and how we can as well expand the what the layout of the dashboard. Okay, the layout of the dashboard, everything. So today was just to show you a quick overview. Okay, I will even delete this so that I will come to start from where we left. Okay, I'll even delete this and then I'll just maintain this because we have done some editings. And then from tomorrow, we'll come to continue from there. We'll create some charts and then create a dashboard, see if we can do some storytelling, and then next week we can finish this class so that you can as well join or proceed to another topic, okay, which is Python programming. We've stayed together for almost 1 month, okay, but I hope they are worthy it. You've learned a lot, okay. All right, otherwise that's all for today. I wish you that is a great night. Thank you, Tim. Then maybe to save your work, please make sure you just click save. For now, we'll just save it on desktop. Okay. Maybe we can save it as main intake. Main intake. Let's save it as main intake. And then we'll come to continue from there tomorrow. Thank you and have a great night.